Hello folks, I thought I'd do a quick video. It's Friday the 22nd of December 2022. Mark has gone off to his work's Christmas do. He bought a black shirt especially for the occasion. He came downstairs and asked my opinion. He did have a tie on, which was fine. He had a black tie as well as a black shirt and grey trousers. So he got my opinion and I told him. I said, you need a belt. So he did put a belt on, but he decided to forego the tie in case it went into the soup. And I encouraged him to have a couple of squirts of Russian leather eau de toilette for Molton Brown. Although it's called dark leather now, they've dropped the Russian. I don't know why. It still smells the same. It's a very nice, heady, woody, aromatic scent. So I put some on my neck, gave him a sniff, and he said, oh yes, I like that one. So he did have a couple of squirts of that himself, and I expect he'll be back after midnight. So I've just been making a quick video. I've been trying to catch up on some videos. I think this will be the last time I'll be able to make a video before Christmas. Although there is a video I want to put up, a home video. I did mention it a video or two ago. I must do it this year. Just a little bit of home video from my past. But I've been making videos for my other channel. So I've just filmed this goblin from Asda, a vacuum. Is it plugged in? It's very loud. Oh, it's okay, it's not plugged in. So I've done a bit of this, and I'll finish that off tomorrow because it's dark, and I'll finish the video. It's just going to be a short video. And I've also done what I always do on my other channel. If you don't know, if you only watch this channel, I do have a main channel called iBasic, which stands for It Beats As It Sweeps As It Cleans, where I review mainly vacuum cleaners. Most of you will know that. But every year I do a shout out series for young vacuum fans, and I put on my Facebook page, I have an iBasic Facebook page, and I put up a request. So it's quite specific. I said, you know, one photo included, and you can say a bit about your child. I also said if you need to edit anything, please use the edit function. Don't add to it, because often, and this has happened with two people, I had to go back and fix it. They'd added a photo but not under their post. So I'd read them out. I'd read out the two posts that didn't have photos attached, and then later on, as I was going through, when I was onto another video, these two random photos were there. So they clearly didn't. It really annoyed me. But anyway, instead of just leaving it, I went back, re-edited the footage and included the photo, because I'm nice like that. So yes, I ended up having to do 3 videos where I'm just basically sat on a chair with my laptop reading out sort of, you know, comments about my younger viewers on my other channel. So it's always done by the request of parents. Because you've got to be careful when you've got young people watching certain videos. I didn't want to engage. I try not to engage with younger children directly. Not that I have anything to hide, but I just think it's better to get the parents' permission. So this is always the parents that write the request, and they put a picture up. So I filmed those, I finished all those, I did all those yesterday, 2 days ago. It takes quite a long time not just to film, but to edit. And then I've got to put the pictures up, and, you know, so it's quite time consuming, but it's a nice thing, I think, to do. So those videos are going to go up on Boxing Day, December the 25th. I've got 3 videos, and I'll put them up, I think. The first one goes up at midday, and then 2, and then 4. Also really pleased with myself because Mark was working from home. I actually also managed to make a video about a toy vacuum in front of my Christmas tree that I've had for absolutely ages. Managed to get it down to 11 minutes. Really pleased with that. Very happy how it turned out. And that will go up on Christmas Day. And I've just put up a video about an hour ago on my main channel for a vacuum with a bit of a Christmas theme, because the Christmas tree is obviously featuring. And this one will be going up probably between Christmas and New Year. And then I've got a special video I'm hoping to put up for New Year's Day, but it's going to be a bit involved. It involves going into the garage and getting some extra vacuums out to appear in this video. But apparently I should have at least 1 or 2 days window between Christmas and New Year where I should be able to film this one video I want to put up on New Year's Day. Because, what day are we on? I never know what days we're on, but we're going to Mum's on Christmas Eve. So it's Friday today. I think Christmas Eve is Sunday, isn't it? So yes, we're going to my mum's on Sunday for Christmas Eve. And we're stopping there Christmas Day, and we're coming home Boxing Day early afternoon, I think. And then I think Mark's back at work for 2 days, and then we're off to Caton Bay Caravan Park, which is in between Scarborough and Filey. We've been there 2 times before. And I just said to Mark last year, I said, oh, we always do the same thing New Year's Day. Well, we're not New Year's Eve. We're normally in bed. We're always here. We tend to do New Year's at home. And we're always in bed for 10, half 10, knowing that we'll get woken up by fireworks. And we don't do anything. So I thought it'd be, make a change to actually be in the caravan for New Year's Eve. So we're going to be on a caravan site for New Year's Eve. I don't know if the caravan site is going to be doing anything. Is going to do fireworks or anything. I'm not sure. They might do. But it's just a bit of a change of scenery, to be in the caravan with the dogs, and we can take some alcohol, have a little tipple. And a couple of walks. So we're there. I think we're coming back. Yes, we're coming back on the 2nd of January. And then I think possibly Mark's back at work on the 3rd. So anyway, it's a bit different. And then we've got quite a lot of things early in the new year. February, we're off to see ABBA Voyage. And there's a Barbara Dixon concert in March. I think the Lee Francis Bow Selector concert's also in March. I think we're going to see the singer Kate Rusby as well early next year. So we've got a few things to do, so it'll be nice. Now I did mention, I'm glad a lot of you enjoyed my chocolate house video, and I did say, and here it is, that I'd bought another gingerbread house. This is all in foreign. I bought this from a garden centre near my mum's. I had my lenses in at the time, so I couldn't read any of this. We were just trying to see whether it was vegetarian, because I was worried about the little jelly sweets on the roof. But anyway, I've looked at this since without lenses, because I can see very well close up without glasses or lenses. And I'm going to open it. I'm not going to make it, because you have to supply virtually everything. It's all in foreign. I think this could be German. So it doesn't come with any icing. It doesn't come with the jelly sweets. And apparently you've got to melt sugar. Where I saw the instructions somewhere. Gingerbread house. Where's it made anyway? It's got a Manchester address on. What? Lotus Bakeries UK, Manchester. Surely it's not made in Manchester. It does. I mean, look at it. Do you think that looks like a Manchester product? They could be just the importer. I would have thought it'd be made somewhere foreign. I can't understand. Anyway, look. All right, here it is. How to assemble the house. Melt 200 grams of granulated sugar over a low heat while stirring. When the sugar has melted and become brownish, dip the edges of the housing parts into the mixture and glue them together. Be careful, the sugar will be very hot. Make your own icing. Mix 240 grams of icing sugar with 1 egg white and a few drops of lemon or vanilla essence. Leave to stand for a while. If necessary, add more, adding sugar. Stir the mixture until it's smooth and thick. If you prefer coloured icing, you can add a few drops of food colouring. Pipe the icing with a piping bag or with a grease-proof paper cone. Forget that for a game of soldiers. I'm not doing all that palaver. I'm just going to open it and eat it. But if I'm still here next year, I will do it. I think it should be a yearly thing I do on this channel, is build something. So if I do get a gingerbread house next year, I'm going to make doubly sure that everything is included. Icing, everything, the jelly sweets. That Lakeland one wasn't bad, did come with most of the things, but the icing was a bit awkward to put on. So I'd prefer if it came with different coloured icing, but in little tubes with nozzles attached, little plastic tubes, and you can squeeze it. So that's what I'll look out for next year. I think these will just be wrapped up. Oh, it's in a tray. Yeah. So basically, I haven't got the time or the patience, and it's too late in the day now. And I expect, this was only $4.99, I should have known, it seemed a bit cheap. Where's the use by date? Oh, hecky thump. I could have kept that. Blimey, there must be a lot of preservatives in. This is used by the 17th of February 2025. I could have put that in a cool dark place and shown you that next year. And now I've opened it, so I can't. So we've got, you know, various bits. But this is all you get. It's some quite fine doodah. Oh, look, it's even got a chimney. It's got chimney all cut out properly, look. Bits. It's nice gingerbread. Quite crisp. That Lakeland one was quite chewy, quite soft. I like a ginger biscuit. Anyway, I'll now have to pop these, probably have to break them up, pop them in a little airproof, airtight Tupperware box and nibble through those. It's very nice gingerbread, actually, that. Very nice indeed. So, another thing that arrived, well, I say arrived, the results appeared in my iPad. I paid for, and I've never been keen on giving away my DNA, but I actually gave some of my DNA away to a company. All I had to do was spit into this little tube thing and then post it off, and it took several weeks. And then today, as I was walking upstairs, my iPad pinged and said, your results are in. So it's told me a few interesting things. This company, the DNA kit itself, I think was about £150, but it was on offer when I bought it, and I got it from Very, so I got a discount as well. So it's by a company called Biosynergy. Let me just see if I can show you the app. So what you have to do first is download the app before you send your sample off, and then you can answer some questions. It's even telling me the air quality. I don't know if we can see it. You can't see it because of the lights I've got on. No, that doesn't go big. Oh, what's this? High risk what? Oh heck, what's that? My indoor air quality is good. I've just seen there's a high risk. There's a high risk of a virus. What? Virus score. I don't know how they've found that out. Can you see that? Look, it's warning me of a high risk of a virus. Oh dear. Anyway, this gives me all my DNA results, okay, based on my individual DNA, and it's told me any nutrients I'm deficient in. I do take a lot of supplements, but I am deficient in selenium, which I stopped taking. What else was it? I can't remember. The app isn't all that good, to be honest. But we've got DNA results, health insights, genetic action plan, epigenetic results, but that's a different test that costs more money, a meal guide, training, lifestyle tracking, etc. But I've flicked through it. It's quite detailed, there's so many different things. It tells you about your injury risk, your mental health, muscle health, skin health, sleep, stress, immunity, heart health, gut health, eye health, anti-aging. So I thought, well, what's my immunity? Because, you know, I haven't had that thing, you know, that thing that I didn't get that. So I thought, oh, that'd be interesting. And my immune function says very good response. So that's good. But it also tells me if there's any vitamins that I should be supplementing or eating more foods rich in these vitamins that would benefit me. But it also tells me there's certain supplements or you know, certain minerals that wouldn't benefit me taking extra of. So I would be beneficial taking vitamin C. I have taken vitamin C, but I think I've run out. But vitamin D, but for me, selenium was highlighted. And some other things. It tells me about my sleep. A lot of things I sort of knew. It was just confirming that I'm not a night owl. I have a normal duration of sleep. I have a low risk of fragmented sleep, so that means waking up during the night. So I normally stay asleep. Stress affecting sleep risk, that's low. So I don't stay awake stressed out. But I'm caffeine sensitive apparently, but I don't drink much coffee. I only have 1 or 2, but I suppose there's caffeine in other things. So as I said, I've only just had this a couple of hours or so, but it says, you know, I'm pretty good. If I start weight training, according to my DNA type, I should find it fairly easy to start bulking up and putting muscle on. And it's you know, it tells you about your mental health. It says I've got a slightly lower duration attention span. I know that. I get bored quite quick. I start something, think, oh, then do something else, you know. So I didn't realise that was part of my DNA. But yes, caffeine affects me negatively, so I might have to consider. You know, I've just fairly recently bought a Tassimo machine, so that was a waste of money, because if I have to stop caffeine, I do know with caffeine, it can affect my bowel movement. When I was just drinking black coffee, that does make me go quite a lot. And I do know if I drink coffee too late on in the day, then it does affect my sleep. So it is telling me things I knew, but it's telling me some very interesting things. It says I'm a warrior, not a warrior. I know it sounds the same. Warrior with an A or warrior with an O. Apparently I'm a warrior rather than a warrior. I'm poor productivity during the night. So I'm not a night owl. I'm more productive during the day. But it gives you an action plan, it gives you a health plan, a diet plan. You can tell that you're vegan or vegetarian. But you know, there's a lot to go into. And when I click on vitamins, so yes, it's only recommending that I supplement 3 vitamins. So I must be doing something okay with all the vitamins I'm taking. So it's saying vitamin D. I do take a vitamin D and K supplement, but maybe I need to take 2 of those instead of 1. But I often don't take them every day. It might be every other day. Selenium, I used to take that. I've stopped taking it. It's suggesting I should supplement selenium or eat selenium-rich foods such as Brazil nuts. And also calcium. I should have a calcium supplement, really. So it's only saying 3 things that would benefit me. But it is very interesting what it's telling you about yourself. Obviously, I did sort of know some of these things, but it's interesting to see that a lot of the things I know are because of my DNA makeup. It says I'm white as well, which I did know. But yes, it goes into a lot of things. It gives me my obesity risk. I've got an increased risk of obesity. Also, if I take creatine, which is you can take that if you build, you know, for your bodybuilder or you're doing sports. It's another supplement that will give me some benefit if I take that, and I have actually bought some of that to use. I have got some dumbbells, adjustable set of dumbbells, so I am planning on, you know, doing something about my health and fitness next year. But yes, I am deficient in vitamin D. I've got lower density bone mineral. It's all sorts of things. I've got a normal response to carbohydrate. I've got a poor response to saturated fat. I've got a great response to protein. It says I've got a normal risk. It says overeating sweet foods, normal risk. I thought that'd be high because I eat far too much sugar stuff. Although sugar response, it says I've got increased response. So, oh, I haven't seen that. I've got a good distribution of fat. Well, most of it's on my belly. It tells you the genes responsible for the good distribution. It says I have a good genetic predisposition for fat distribution. It says this is a positive outcome as it means you are less likely to store fat around the midsection. Well, that's rubbish, isn't it? Hopefully it means I'll be able to lose that, because I'm not fat anywhere else. I've got a bit of a double chin now. It's just the belly. That's where Mark's fat. His personal trainer told him that he was very strong. And Mark isn't fat in his arms and legs. He just has the big belly at the moment. So he's, you know, he does work out and everything. But it's quite interesting to see that if I do take up some weight training, I'd be fairly good at it. And apparently I've got a high tolerance to pain threshold when I'm, you know, to do weights and things. So you know, that's good, I think. Anyway, it's you know, if you've got the money to do one of these, and it is supposed to be completely what's the word, confidential. They're not the people who do the test aren't supposed to know your details. They just know you from a barcode. But there were some things that I was in the very some of my positives. I was in sort of the very top. It was rare. It was a rare result, and only, you know, a small percentage of people. It's a good thing. I can't remember what it was now, but there's some things that it said you are, you know, this is very unusual, but it's very beneficial. This particular doodah. So obviously, I'll look into this in a bit more detail. I just flicked through it and got the highlights for myself. But yes, like a lot of people, I do need to lose weight. I do need to get fitter. But it's all going to start next year. I've got things to eat up at home, you know, naughty things. So I'm going to try and get more active, which I'm sure just getting out and walking the dogs more will benefit me physically and mentally. And I think it'll benefit me mentally more than physically. I don't get out enough, to be honest. I do enjoy a walk. So, weather permitting, of course. It's been absolutely atrocious the past few days. Just wind and rain and ugh. But apparently, I think yesterday we've had the winter solstice. So it does mean that from now on, every day it stays a bit lighter for a bit longer. It's only like a few minutes every day, 2 or 3 minutes every day. As we progress, we get a little bit more daylight hours, but you know, we're not going to notice that for a few months. But I'm feeling, you know, I'm feeling positive. You know, I'm glad I did that DNA thing, because I think I can learn a lot. It's going to help me to start sort of, you know, it gives me a guide. It gives me some encouragement to think that, you know, because I do need, apart from losing the weight, that's priority, get rid of the belly. But I want to tone up. I want to, you know, because I'm getting on, I want to sort of increase my lean muscle. I'm in my 50s, but it's never too late. I've seen plenty of older men on Instagram with bodies of, you know, 20-year-olds. So, yeah, I'm positive, feeling positive about the future. And I hope you are too. And I'm also trying to avoid being triggered by certain things, although according to my DNA I'm very good at coping with stress. I probably wasn't, I don't know if, you know, I don't think your DNA can change, but I certainly felt more stressed in my younger years. But yeah, not a lot keeps me awake at night. I don't stay awake. I've had odd nights when I can't get to sleep, but that could be due to having caffeine too late or any other reasons. But it's very rare these days that I've got too much on my mind worrying about stuff that I can't sleep. That very rarely happens, fortunately, now. I'm just playing with me doodah, the handle from that cheapo goblin. So anyway, I thought I'd just tell you that we're not going to see this because I need to provide basically everything but the walls and roof. But next year, you know, God willing, I'll do something. I might even bring back the Advents, because I know some of you have missed watching them, but I have to say I haven't missed doing them. I've still been making videos for this channel and my other one, but not as many. I think there was one year I did Advent videos for both channels. I've no idea how I managed that. What I really should do is make Advent videos throughout the year. You know, maybe do one a month and then, well, 2 a month maybe. And then by the time December comes along, they're all finished and I can enjoy my December. That would be great next year if I get more organised. Have all December's videos for both channels all done, all scheduled to upload. I can just forget it, just enjoy December and really indulge in the sort of Christmas, because I don't feel Christmassy. I've got my tree up, had that up on 1st of December. I've been eating Christmas food, I've been watching Christmas telly, listening to some Christmas songs. Ooh, what I discovered yesterday, Gregorian chants. Oh, suits me. I found out that listening to, if you've got an evil presence, if you think you've got an evil presence in your house, I don't, but if you think you might have, playing Gregorian chants is very good. Apparently the evil spirits don't like that at all. And I just randomly found something on YouTube Music. It's not official. It is classed as Gregorian. It's got some very lovely male vocalists singing in Latin, I think. But it's also a mix of music and birdsong as well. So it's just randomly picked that, and it was so, I was sort of tearing up. My eyes were watering. And I was just on the sofa. Mark was in the kitchen making his dinner. And I had it playing on the speakers in here, and I've got 2 little speakers on in the kitchen. They were playing in the kitchen. He didn't say to turn it off. He was quite enjoying it. But it was just so, it was like being bathed and in warm water and held. It was so relaxing. I'll tell you what it is. I looked on Amazon. You can't buy it anymore. You might be able to get it second-hand, the CD, on eBay. But if you have YouTube Premium, you can listen to it via YouTube Music. This is someone who makes a lot. The artist is Dan Gibson, and he does a load of albums called Dan Gibson's Solitudes. And I think I saved it. I'll show you what it looks like, because it was so relaxing. It was amazing. Sort of thing you could play if you find trouble sleeping. You could play that, because it was just, I had a very emotional response to it, but it was just, I must have lowered my heart rate. It just was like the music equivalent of a warm caress, a hug, someone stroking your head, you know, a gentle touch. It just, it was absolutely fabulous. Let me see if I can show you a picture of it. Here it is. Right, I can't make it any bigger. Right, it's called Illumination Peaceful Gregorian Chants. Sorry about all the finger marks. Can you see that? So if you have YouTube Music, play that. I found it absolutely beautiful to listen to. I mean, is it not playing? Oh, we've got some bird song. I can't play too much because I'll get flagged. That'll have to do. But every single song or track, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 9. Yeah, it's got 9 tracks on it. Everyone was just, it took me deeper and deeper into relaxation. So I would recommend that. I've had a look at some other Gregorian chants. A lot of them are just male voices, without any musical accompaniment. But yeah, apparently if you've got evil, if you sense evil in your house, knock up your, not knock up, what's the word for crank up your Gregorian, your Gregorian, named after Gregory, I expect. Crank those up and your evil spirits won't like it. Stop listening to heavy metal and nasty, negative music. I don't like music like that anyway. Also when you're on YouTube Music, I'll go in a minute, I've chatted for too long. It gives you your yearly doodah. I highly recommend getting YouTube Premium if you can afford it. You don't get any adverts, which is worth it on its own, but the YouTube Music is pretty good. I mean, it's got, this is my home page. It's showing me stuff I'm listening to. You can download stuff, so you can listen to it offline. But here we go. I've got a 2023 recap, so it knows what I've listened to. And you can get your recap. Well, this is that is probably my most played song. I can't play too much of it. If you were here with me. That's Clifford T. Ward. I listen to 202 different artists. For some, I normally listen to 2 or 3, but I've listened to, my top 5 were Barbara Dixon, 53 hours of Barbara, 163 songs. So listen to a lot of Babs, and then it's Clifford T. Ward next, I think. Why has that stopped? Oh, it stopped working. Anyway. It's giving me, it's very good. It's if your year were an album, this would be the cover, and so it's sort of doing things to work out what the cover would be. Oh. It's pulling covers for my top played song from that album. Pulling covers from your top track, Stains by Clifford T. Ward. Choosing a soft, vibey font to match the mellow energy of my music. So I've listened to mellow energy. That's a good thing. Then it's matching an image to your top for your top musical moods. My top musical moods are good vibes and inspiration. So it's created, that would be my album cover for this year. Created just for you. It's a tribute to good vibes, inspiration, and something I've lost. I listened to 1,591 different songs this year. I seem to listen to the same sort of songs over and over again. Yeah, Stains by Clifford T. Ward was my top track. I listened to that 36 times, apparently. And then other tracks were This Was Me from The Feeling, Gay with an E on the end by Clifford T. Ward, The Right Moment, Barbara Dixon. Oh, it's gone. 2023 was a mood. A mood. What mood was it for 2023? Beginning rosy and bright, middle outlook's good, end just happy to be here. So that's all positive. So it looks like I've been listening to upbeat, uplifting, love, reflective, mainly, a bit of sad music as well. I've listened to 55% pop, 16% rock, 10% folk, 7% independent. British rhythm and blues, I think that says 1%. I might have to turn it that way. Oh, that's better. My top artist is Barbara Dixon, Clifford T. Ward, ABBA, Christy Berg, The Feeling. So yeah, I can listen to all, you know, I can just play all that back. So yeah, I definitely recommend YouTube Premium. Maybe go through all the things. Do this as a New Year's resolution if you're subscribed to loads of streaming services and other subscription-based things. Go through them all. Do an end-of-year audit on yourself and see what you can cull. And if you can save somewhere, and you watch a lot of YouTube and you don't like the ads, then get YouTube Premium, because yeah, the music is pretty good. A lot of stuff on it. And I've discovered new stuff. I discovered Clifford T. Ward thanks to YouTube Music. I'd never heard of him before until his song Home Thoughts from Abroad came up randomly. And I thought, oh, that's nice. What's that? So I looked back and found out who it was. And then I ended up being a huge fan of Clifford T. Ward, who's sadly no longer with us. So that's it. I thought just a little bit of a chat for you. Hopefully, maybe I'll get this up Christmas Day. I want to show you an old home video from 1990 of 3 members of my family and the dogs, you know, enjoying Christmas morning opening presents. I think it would be nice to put up. And I must get all these old videos converted onto DVD to give to my mum as well. She's been asking about it, so I must get those done as well. So that's it. Thought I'd do a little bit of an update while I had the camera out and while Mark's gallivanting, stuffing his face, getting drunk. He took an Uber, so he's going to come back K-Line, I expect, and who knows. I don't think I'm going to be up after midnight when he's coming home. So that's it, folks. If I don't see you before, I hopefully will, but if I don't, have a happy Christmas, won't you? However you choose to celebrate it, whether you are celebrating it or not, whether you're just going to have a quiet time alone, just a very simple time, or whether you're having a full-on family Christmas surrounded by noisy kids and wrapping paper and mess. But whatever sort of Christmas you're having, whatever sort of period you're having between December the 25th and New Year, whatever you're doing, I hope it's peaceful for you or enjoyable or whatever. I hope it's what you want it to be. And that's about it. So hopefully I'll see you all before the new year. But I might not, knowing me. But this could be the last video this year. But I must do that one for Christmas Day. So hopefully you will see a video on Christmas Day. So until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.